The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Winston. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that, because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then, because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was 0 space. No gain.
And that'll be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is brought in at the 21. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now they run with Mixon, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, Trubisky. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Don't forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On 3rd down, it's Paul. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And Parkey missed it. That's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
A first down throw for Winston. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run here with Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Winston now. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will make it 6-0. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Ingram. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. A very solid gain of 27. On first and 10, it's Trubisky. And he's got room. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. And he'll give it here to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
He's going to look deep for Perriman. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Near his own goal line, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Here's Brad Nortman now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On second down, Trubisky. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. This one complete to Ingram. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Here we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. That's Robertson. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
Let's go.
Now Trubisky on first down. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And he puts it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Mixon. He finds some open field here. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Ravens on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Brad Nortman now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to stay with it.
That's true. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 3rd and short yardage, Winston. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we're at halftime here. Well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the 3rd quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first.
And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Parkey's kick is good. And they'll get back within a single point now. It's 11-10. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now Mixon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Second down, Winston. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Play fake. Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Trubisky to throw. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And Incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
All right, here we go.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robertson. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
All right, here we go.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. A gain of 6 there on first.
Here we go.
Again, it's Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. 3, 9, 5.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And Parkey's kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now a handoff, running off tackle right. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On second down, here's Trubisky. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Trubisky now to throw on third down. Over the middle, complete. That's Robertson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first down, Trubisky. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight up.
In the red zone this time. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Dancing to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Winston. That's caught out left by Perriman. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On the toss, Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. To throw, Winston. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Winston now from the 50. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Tucker now to add the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ingram. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 2nd down, Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like he said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30. 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
Now let's go. Green.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Robertson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Flush to his right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
3-19.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Slot man moves right. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And now here's a carry heading left. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 32-yard line.
Well, if you want to be known as dependable to your quarterback, that's what you have to do. Go into the middle of the field, know the hit is coming.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake A field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Winston goes ahead, takes the knee, and that should be all she wrote. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game.